guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video we will be talking about this sunscreen. This is the Aqua Sunplay UV Super Moisture Gel Gold Sunscreen in SPF 50+ PA++++. For me, I really do enjoy Sunplay sunscreen in general. I feel like they are very affordable and sometimes can be quite nice to use as well. Ever since I started trying out the Aqua Sunplay UV Watery Gel, this one itself is already moisturizing enough for me. And then when I saw the gold, I was like, yes, I really want to try that out because I want to see like how much more moisture does this actually have as compared to the original or the regular UV watery gel. I think I've made a video about this before and it's definitely much cheaper as compared to the gold one. I think you can check out the review somewhere up here. But overall, I feel like as a drugstore sunscreen and the price wise, quite an okay sunscreen. But today we're just going to be focusing on the gold version. Comes in like just a plastic packaging. This one, it says to have UVA UVB protection plus super moisturizing formula. It's formulated with 4 moisturizing ingredients for long-lasting hydration, which is the super hyaluronic acid, amino acid, and hydrolyzed collagen. It's supposed to be sweat and water resistant, suitable for long hours outdoor use. Refreshing water-like gel texture that feels weightless on the skin. It spreads easily and absorbs quickly. Invisible under makeup. Gentle and mild formulation. Supposed to be low irritation, free of fragrance, colorant, and mineral oil. This was definitely one of my top favorites before I actually tried the Beauty of Joseon one. But no doubt, as just a regular sunscreen that you can find in the drugstore, this is definitely one of the most moisturizing sunscreen that I've tried. It feels very nice on the skin. It's actually quite lightweight. It really absorbs very nicely into the skin. There's no stickiness at all, and it really feels almost like watery gel. Like when you spread it out, it definitely feels very hydrating for sure. A little bit cooling also, but there's no menthol in here. It's just the watery gel texture helps with that coolingness a little bit. There's no like oily residue or even lotiony residue, but it still feels very moisturizing on the skin, which is very interesting. And it doesn't really leave too much of that layer on the surface on the skin, but it somewhat still gives you a little bit of that glow in the beginning, but after a while it kind of goes away. It doesn't go completely matte. It just gives your skin a nice dew texture wise, absorption wise, the way it spreads on your skin. It's definitely one of the nicest sunscreen that I've tried. My main beef with this sunscreen is that it has very strong fumes. I didn't realize that this was an issue until I've tried the Beauty of Joseon sunscreen. Then after that, when I went back to use this, when I start massaging this sunscreen over my eyes, when I opened my eyes, I felt like there was like a little bit of that burning sensation. It's not really that the sunscreen went into my eyes or anything. It's more of like that fume from the sunscreen itself that is kind of like passing through my eyes, and I was like, shit, that's actually quite stingy. It stings my eyes. And then I checked the ingredient list. It does say that the first ingredient is water and second ingredient is alcohol. Now, not all alcohol is bad. Some alcohol that you put into skincare is actually supposed to be moisturizing and hydrating. Definitely has a little bit of the sunscreen scent, but it's really not too strong. I think the scent wise is okay. Will I still recommend this sunscreen? Yes, I would still recommend this sunscreen if you can't find any other sunscreen out there, and if you have actually normal to just dry skin but there's no sensitivity going on, like you do not have sensitive skin, then yeah, I would think that this sunscreen is fine for you. And if you don't mind that alcohol fume-ish, that's the thing, I don't really know if that fume is actually coming from the alcohol or not. If your eyes are very strong and the fume just doesn't affect your eye, then it's fine. This sunscreen will be good for you. This is definitely a chemical sunscreen. It's not a physical sunscreen at all because it absorbs really quickly and very nicely into the skin. It doesn't leave any white cast. It doesn't leave any residue. It feels very nice under makeup as well. So overall, this is just an amazing sunscreen, except for the fact that the fume kind of stings my eyes. This is in 110 grams. One bottle like this is actually quite a big bottle. For the price of it, it's around like 40 to 50 ringgit depending on where you buy them. It's not the cheapest sunscreen on earth, but for 110 grams, I think that's quite a lot, because my Beauty of Joseon one, this is like, I think 50 grams? Yeah, 50 ml, and it's around like 40 ringgit as well. 40 to 50 ringgit depending on where you buy them. So this is pretty much double the amount that you're getting for like Beauty of Joseon or some other sunscreens. That's why I say as a drugstore brand, and it's a drugstore sunscreen. I guess Sunplay or Skin Aqua. That brand itself is actually a pretty worth it to buy sunscreen if you are just starting out, or if you don't really have that much budget, and if your skin is okay with this, you just want to have sunscreen just to protect your skin, then this is fine. No problems with this for sure. Definitely will still use this on my hands, but if you feel like this gold one, it's a little bit too expensive for you, it's a bit out of your budget, but you still want something that is moisturizing and hydrating as well, you should definitely try out the original one, the UV Watery Gel. Texture of these two, the gold one is definitely a little bit more weighted, like it's heavier, but this one, the UV Watery Gel, it definitely feels a little bit thinner in consistency. It's not as thick as this. Moisturizing, it's just not as moisturizing as the gold one. It still feels hydrating, and it does have that gel, watery gel kind of feeling, and it absorbs into the skin really well as well. I think it's an amazing packaging, easy to use. I love the small tip so that you can control the amount of sunscreen that you use. The locking mechanism is on top as well. So overall, I think it's just a great Japanese sunscreen to use and a great drugstore sunscreen to use. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Don't forget to like and subscribe!